Welcome to our second vlog.
Hi guys! Now and I'm back. Now for the second vlog, we will be going to show you about the different types of hazards that normally result from the occurrence of an earthquake. Furthermore, we also show you guys what to do before, during, and after an earthquake later. What is an earthquake? An earthquake is also known as a quake, tremor, or temblor. Is the perceptible shaking of the surface of the earth resulting from the sudden release of energy in the earth crust that creates seismic waves. The following are different hazards that normally result from the occurrence of an earthquake. Ground shaking or ground motion. The earth shakes with the passage of earthquake waves which radiate energy that had been stored in stressed rocks and were released when a fault broke and the rocks slipped to relieve the pent-up stress. The strength of ground shaking is measured in the velocity of ground motion. The acceleration of ground motion is the frequency content of the shaking and how long the shaking continues, the duration. Liquefaction. Soil liquefaction is a phenomenon in which the strength and stiffness of a soil is reduced by earthquake shaking or other rapid loading. It normally occurs in saturated soils, that is, soils in which the space between individual particles is completely filled with water. Prior to an earthquake, the water pressure is relatively low. The weight of the borrowed soil rests on the framework of grain contacts that comprise it. However, earthquake shaking can disrupt the structure. The soil particles no longer support all the weight, and the groundwater pressure begins to rise. The soil particles can move farther and become entrained in the water. The soil flows. Liquefied soil will force open ground cracks in order to escape to the surface. The ejected material often results in flooding and may leave cavities in the soil. Tsunami. A tsunami, also known as a seismic sea wave, is a series of a wave in a water body caused by the displacement of a large volume of water, generally in an ocean of a large lake. Ground or surface rupture. Surface rupture is an offset of the ground surface when fault rupture extends to the earth's surface. Any structure built across the fault is at risk of being torn apart as the two sides of the fault slip past each other. Normal and reverse, collectively called dip slip, faulting surface ruptures feature vertical offsets, while strike slip faulting produces lateral offsets. Many earthquake surface ruptures are combinations of both. Structures that span a surface fault are likely to suffer great damage to surface ruptures. Earthquake-induced ground subsidence and lateral spreading. Subsidence or lowering of the ground surface often occurs during earthquakes. Lateral spreading occurs where sloping ground starts to move downhill, causing cracks to open up that are often seen along hill crests and riverbanks. Earthquake-induced landslides. Landslides are frequently triggered by strong and ground motions. They are important secondary earthquake hazard. The term landslides includes a wide range of ground movement, such as rock falls, deep failure of slopes, and shallow debris flows. However, gravity acting on a steep slope is the primary reason for all landslides.
Before an earthquake. First, engage yourself in training activities that promote safety and disaster preparedness. Second, participate in government-initiated earthquake drills and evacuation drills. Third, some private companies provide training on emergency response skills. Participate, this is part of your preparation. Last, share your acquired knowledge and skill to your family and friends.
What to do during an earthquake? Stay indoors if you are within a structurally sound building or home.
If you feel that the building is not safe, quickly open the door for exit. Stay away from glass window, shelves, cabinets, and other heavy objects. Beware of falling objects. Be alert and keep your eye open.
If you're caught inside a room or building, duck under a sturdy desk or table and hold on tight. So protect your head with your hands or arms. Meanwhile, those who are outside should move to an open area and follow the safety measures. Stay away from trees, power lines, posts, and concrete structure. Move away from the steep slope which may be affected by landslide. If near the shore and feeling an earthquake, especially a strong one, quick move to a higher ground in anticipation of possible tsunamis. After an earthquake. First, take the fastest and safest out of the building. Second, do not use elevators. Third, do not enter damaged building. Fourth, do not use telephones unless necessary. And the last is, most of all, do not panic.
So those are the different type of hazards that normally result from the occurrence of an earthquake.